Alright, we should be just about ready to begin. I'm actually a little bit more prepared than I usually am. A little bit. Which isn't saying much. So, and yes, as always, my...
Alright.
Ah! My phone just decided to go off. How dare you? Turn that down. Alright. Just gonna grab the instructions real quick for the... Because this will actually be my first time using... using the Model 6 hardware. So that'll be a new one for me. I've built several Model 5 kits, but this will be the first using a Model 6. Now most of the prints, again, are cleaned up. There's a couple that aren't, like most of my internals are still held together with support material. Alright, here we go. Fascinating. Okay. That is not the whole thing. Alright. The Spring Thunder is ridiculously fun. I have my... Mine is over there somewhere. I gotta find this Model 6 hardware. Alright. Okay. So that's how we're gonna do it. Alright. Window capture, we're gonna grab... that one. Okay. So where's hiding? Nope. That's not what I wanted. Oh, that's why. Okay. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna... No, I'll leave me up there. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. I wanted this over there. And I can make myself a little smaller. I know what some of the biggest changes to Model 6 have been the plunger system. I know that's... I don't think the shell has actually changed at all. But I know that the plunger system itself is a good bit different. Like you're actually going to have, I believe, a rod or something that goes through the center of it. And I have a little baggie around here somewhere with all my hardware, which I think I moved. Yep, I put it over here. Aha! And we're back. I need a wheelie chair so I can stop destroying my floor. Alright. By the way, if there's any issues with the audio or anything, let me know. Yeah, again, like my 3D printer's still going. Hopefully, I can get the timing better next time. The Spring Thunder and the Sobek is bigger, for one, and has bigger shells. And it has a different priming method. The whole catch system is different as well. It's actually pretty different. The only thing that's really the same about them is the fact that they're tube fed and the way that the shell is loaded into the mechanism is similar. Because that's based off of real steel firearms. So it would make sense that that would be the same. Alright, instructions. What do you have me starting with? Oh, that piece. Okay. And I still can't see, so we're gonna go about this way. Okay. So this part I'm actually familiar with. That's what I was supposed to. This Spring Thunder I'm actually building for a friend who I was supposed to message that I was building it right now. So I'm gonna go do that right now because I told him that I would message him when it's live. There we go. I'll turn my sound up too while I'm at it so that doesn't interrupt us. Okay. But yeah, the Sobek, I'll be able to do a side-by-side comparison of the Sobek and the Spring Thunder once I get my hands on the Sobek, which may be sooner rather than later. We'll see. Anyways, so I need the back piece, which is this one. Alright, and then I need, okay, so this is, the very first piece I need is going to be one that I need to clean up some. Pliers. Not over there. Ah, there they are. My desk is clean-ish. Again, I always forget. Like, apparently when I mod, I do everything very close to the chest. I gotta remember when I'm doing a live stream to actually keep it out a little bit. So, get all this annoying support material off. Phone, will you stop locking on me? I need you. That's how I see the screen. A Sobek is not currently available. It is currently in... It's going to be in beta very soon, so it's actually not available to anyone yet. How long will beta take? I have no idea. The files are also not available anywhere. The Sobek is currently not available to anyone. I was speaking in the fact that when I get my hands on one, I will be comparing the two. Hey, Rodney. Welcome to the stream. So right now we're just doing the fun part of just cleaning up the shell razor. Actually gonna get my flush cutters for this part. This is the little bits. Which are right here. Here we go. Okay. Oh, well that's a plus at least, so could still be a couple months from now before the Sobek is even released. And even then, I don't know what distribution will look like. He's a very busy man. And I really got to learn to do this part of the stream ahead of time. I do this every time. Because when it pops out, when it comes out the printer, I usually throw it in a box. Like I've got a whole drawer full of different boxes that are different projects right now, and it's just like I really got to clean the support off before I throw it into the box. There we go. piece off. I cleaned up some of those supports. I cleaned off the supports off the main body. I did not clean the main supports off the internals. You know, the stuff with the most supports. This one should be the most annoying one to do. I believe this one has the most supports. So this one will take the longest out of all of them. Get out of there. So this one should take the longest out of all the ones that I have to clean the support off of, and I'm almost done with it. Just trying to clean out this piece. And once I can get this back section cleared off, it'll be pretty much done. So there we go, got it. There's a little piece that was just stuck in the hole. Alright, back to what we know. Okay, back in we go. For this piece, I'm going to need... Ha! Here we go. This guy and that guy and one of these. I'm also going to need this peg and this piece. Alright. Oh, I'm also going to end up needing, where are you? There you are. This piece. Which these supports come off like nothing, so. He says right before he has trouble removing supports. It's just this little piece here. And I'm going to need... Oh, that's different. Okay, so it looks like some of the little springs are just a tiny bit different, too. Fascinating. Get these out so I don't lose them. Oh yeah, these are like the worst things to lose. I believe when I was building my first Spring Thunder, I almost lost one of these tiny little screws. And I literally had to stop this, because I was actually streaming that one too on Instagram. That was before I had Streamlabs. And one of the little springs just shot off. And I'm like, well, I'm going to have to pause the stream, because I have no idea where that went. But so far, I haven't found a spring that matches the one in the picture, so slightly concerning. Oh no, here we go, here we go. Nope, nope, that's not it. So I've run across, I think that's all the little screws, not screws, springs. So it doesn't quite look like the one in the picture. Yeah, just one thing today. Just the Spring Thunder. I figured that would keep me busy long enough. I'm hoping it doesn't take me more than 2 hours, but we'll see how long it actually takes me. Sweep that onto the floor. So I've got that spring, this spring, this spring, and this spring. And I have no idea which spring this is supposed to be. I'm going to guess it's one of these, because this would be how this piece... Wait, no, I have the wrong piece. I need... Yeah, no, that was right. No, that's the trigger. What am I thinking? I need this piece. That's what it is. Okay. Alright, so... These little springs are probably the most annoying part. Because you have to slot them into here. Use this to dig out a little bit more of that support material, just to get it out of the way. Yeah, so like the most annoying part of the Spring Thunder is just these teeny tiny screws. Not screws, I keep calling them screws. Springs. This is the worst part, is dealing with these. Because, again, if they shoot off, you may never find them. So if we got that in place, I need... I guess this one. You gotta slide this little rod through it. And you gotta get this, the 3D printed piece and the spring to all line up together. That wasn't so bad. I have cut myself on these little things too, which is such a pain. Alright, there we go. So that's just in there. That's the part that actually knocks the shell out. It's the shell ejector, as I believe the piece is called. And then I need this piece, and I need... Oh, no, what am I thinking? I need... Okay. So this piece goes here. Good. And then screw, put through that, and that's when you need to grab this. Which goes like that. So you have the spring right here. Put in first. Just grab a screwdriver, which is right here. Screw that on. Not too tight because you want it to be able to still move freely. You can start talking about condiments again. Alright, so then you gotta take these prongs and bend them backwards like that, because that's what forces it down. And then I get this piece, which is going to slot in here. And you need this little, like that. And then one side goes on one, and one side goes in the other. And that's what gives us... Now we will end up cutting some of this off. I just like saving that till later. But now you have a nice little spring held in place. Well, held in place with the spring little shell razor. So that's done for now. Going on to the next page. We finally finished with the first page, so we're making progress. Alright, we need this one. Alright, that's where we need the two pieces here for the shell guide things. I always forget the name. I might have to... Yeah, I'm going to have to... I should have put some supports in there, but I forgot, so I'm going to have to sand it out a little bit. But not much, just to get off some of these extra bits here. It's usually fairly simple. As I said, so far everything's pretty much the same as the Model 5, at least from my experience. So far nothing is different. Barbecue is not something I'm overly familiar with. It's enjoyable, but it's not something I really partake in. No, maybe I took the wrong one. Let me see here. Because that is supposed to be on both sides. Yeah, the shell latch. So maybe I might have to take this one off because I might have the wrong one on here. Yeah, that one might be this one. Maybe? Maybe. It's a hard maybe. Yeah, I think I might have to take this one out. I think it needs to go with one of these. The little springs can be a little confusing. Alright, so you want to make sure that the slanted edge is facing that way. So the flat edge will be facing towards the shells because they'll lean out. So I need to get this, those slots into here. Yeah, these are a little annoying to line up. Again, these ones always get me for some reason. I always end up looking back at the instructions and just like focusing on it. Because I'm just like, how am I supposed to do that? I know there's a way. Okay. Place looks like it, but it doesn't feel right. This is supposed to be... Let's see here. This is definitely... It's supposed to be on the outside. I mean, the instructions for the Spring Thunder are okay. Usually I can get through it. Again, for some reason, just these specific ones, always trip me up. It's because they don't quite hold in place super well. So actually, what am I doing? I should be taking this pin first, which goes through here. That goes into there. So start with this side. So you have to get both of them to go through. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Now the fun part of lining up all the holes. Nope. Ah. Have it. Again, like because it doesn't hold super tight in place. Slide it down a little bit. There we go. That should hold it better. Guys still arguing over barbecue? Hey, Cordell. Welcome to the stream. Currently doing the most annoying part of any Spring Thunder build. So you get to look forward to this part when you finally build yours. These tiny little springs. These annoying little springs. I love the Spring Thunder. I don't love these springs. I gotta get this line up better. So I can get the 3D print lined up. It's lining the screw up with it. Okay, so now I got it, but that just doesn't seem... It's supposed to go under? Because it very clearly... Form installation on both sides, yada yada yada. Because I feel like if that was on the inside... No, because it needs to pull it this way. I'm very confused by this one. No, it's not the magazine spring. It's the shell. It's the shell latch, which my brain is not comprehending. I'm looking at the picture. And I'm looking at this. I'm doing it the way that I think I'm supposed to. Unless it's... 'cause that's how it shows. That's exactly how it's pictured. So thoroughly confused. Yeah, I got the tall side there. I swear, my brain. Because it needs it to go... Because it needs to have force pushing it in this way, so when the bar goes through it, it pulls it out. So it needs pressure coming from the other side. I don't know where it's getting... My only thought is that I have to do it the way that it's not... The way the picture is not showing it, which is... No, that can't be it. It's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to loop in like this. That is the right spring. Yeah, the spring is correct. But I don't see how... No. He's talking about, take that out of my hand for a second. Now, the lever action would be this. This is the lever action. Oh, it just hurt my thumb. That hurt a lot. I don't even know how I did that. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. This is going to be quite the fascinating stream. Jeez. Ah! Oh, man. I bent my thumb backwards. Okay, now I'm just going to try the other piece and just see if I have any better luck with it. Because I swear, my brain is just not comprehending it right now. It's just not making sense in my head of how this is supposed to line up. Oh, that hurts so bad. So it goes in there. And somehow... Yeah, see, there's nothing actually holding it. It's got to be... Yeah, it's got to be different than the way it's pictured, because the way it's pictured is not making sense. Ah, man. Like, it's got it. Plus... I'm doing it exactly the way it's pictured. Oh, I'm sure. Although, with my current situation, I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. I don't know if I'm necessarily the best person for the job now. Because it's supposed to apply pressure, forcing it to the other side. but like this just hangs here. Like if it's just on the outside here, so this piece is supposed to slot in here on the inside, and then this piece catches on the bottom. So like the only thing is like I don't know what I'm missing, because this slots into there, and it's supposed to. Can't be right. I mean, let me try. See if I can get it lined up. No, I'm sure I'm just wrong. Ah, man. Yeah, because like this is just loose. Like I've got it in, but this is just loose. There's nothing actually holding it in place. I'm honestly right about to message GDOP about it, because like I don't know what I'm doing wrong with this. Like I did everything right. It's supposed to hold it in like that. My thought process can be: is it supposed to be on the inside? Like I've got one picture to go off of. I'm gonna hit up GDOT real quick. Like I thought I was super confident going into the stream. I built at least 4 different Spring Thunders, and it's like, what am I forgetting? What am I doing wrong? Because if it was no, because it's got to be like, because I need pressure that goes back here. So unless, and it appears like, well, okay, no. So I might have the wrong. Yo, okay. So I think this one's supposed to go into this one. Okay. If I'm right, but if that's the case, that means this one. Okay. So I was, yeah, okay. I'm just an idiot using the wrong spring. Cool. Yeah, this one seems to be the spring that, yeah. Yep. Well, the spring shot off, but it's somewhere on my desk. Just heard it. There it is. Okay. A mini heart attack. Right here. I got it. Now, this is what I'm talking about with the Spring Thunder. These teeny tiny springs that you're supposed to slot into these things. Some pliers. Okay. So I've got it figured out. I know what I did wrong. Okay. Now let's do it right. Now these springs as well will also have to be trimmed as well because they stick up so far. Alright. Oh man. I just can't have a... Oh man. I got it. I've got it. Now make sure when you trim this that you don't trim it too much, because it still has to catch on the piece there. So right about there. A little more. Again, do not trim this too much. Don't lose an eye either. All right, yeah. So like this. This is how it should be. Jeez. Oh man, that was a trip and a half. So I just bent it a little bit just to give it a bit of a tighter pull on the spring. All right, so I was right in the first place when I first put that in. That I thought I was putting in the wrong one, and turns out I was indeed putting on the wrong one. Alright, so do not lose this spring. Alright, Alright, yes. So, I mean, honestly, let me see here. Let me find the other spring. So this one. So these two are pretty similar, honestly. So I think that one of these is just either I have two of the wrong spring or just I need to bend it into the proper form. Because I think that's the problem, is that this spring was not bent correctly or I got two of the wrong spring. So, however, I should be able to just bend it into place and be fine. This one should. Now we're going to give it a shot and see how it goes. Okay. Whew. Okay. Got that in. Put that, slot that into place there. Yeah, so I should be able to just bend this into place without too much trouble. Just gonna latch it onto that 3D printed piece first, and then I can move the spring into place. There it goes. You come back here. Actually, is it this one? Is it this ridiculously long spring? It's gotta be. Okay, so it's just this ridiculously long one. Alright, so the zinc I've actually already ordered the hardware for the zinc. I am currently awaiting its arrival. I have also ordered, well, I'm also getting the hardware for the gecko as well. We're gonna have fun times here. Yeah, so. Yeah, Trip, I think it's just you. Everyone was thrown off by my failed spring modding. Oh man, this is just this ridiculously long spring. This is just so ridiculous. Harrison, can you trim it a little bit more? Just gotta slot it into place. Come on. Really making me work for it this time. Oh, jeez. Again, luckily, I think I know where that went. Oh. Yep, right here. Again, that is the worst part about this whole thing. Is this stinking little screw. There we go. I bent it a little bit, so now it should slot into place easier. Okay, here we go. So again, we are going to do the same thing we did on the other side. Ah! Oh, man. It's like I am... There we go. There we go. Alright. Oh, man. Alright. That piece. Alright, now both of these are in their proper place. So when you finally have it together, these pieces are what you have to move the shell past. I have to put this piece... excuse me. I have to put this piece back on now. Oh, my word. Oh, man. You know what? Like, I I came so close to just canceling the stream tonight because it's just been an off day today. But I'm like, you know what? No, I should do the stream. It'll be fun. We'll have a good time. Nothing but trouble. Dang, I put the wrong pin in. Dag nabbit. I swear, it's just one thing after another. Well, it hit my beard, and then it bounced off my shirt, and I felt it hit my shoe. It's the only reason I knew where it was because I felt it hit everything. This pin was not supposed to go here. But it might not have a choice now. Hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt me. I should be able to make the other pin work. I know where the other pin's going to go. I just might have to trim it a little bit now because I put the shorter one in here by mistake. But that shouldn't be an issue. All right, we are now going on to page 3. Ah. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Time to clear up some more support material. A nice change of pace. I need my trash bucket. Ooh. So how is everybody doing this evening? I hope you all are having a good night. Enjoying me suffer. We have fun here. Shoo, man. How long have I been doing this? How long has it been? No, 45 minutes? Alright. Well, my goal was to have it done in under 2 hours. We'll see how long the rest of this takes me. Go. Oh, it's just all coming off nicely, which is what I love to see. There we go. Yeah, if you don't have a pair of flesh cutters, you should really get some because it's so incredibly useful. What blaster are you working on? Hound? Or what blaster did you do a video? What did you do a video on? I'm assuming it's a blaster, but I could be wrong. Could be something different. What are you working on? Pages are there? I don't want to guess right now. I mean, once I get the internals done, like the springs, those are some of the hardest bits. The part I did is some of the hardest parts. So you get to knock those out of the way, like, first thing. There we go. Alright, so I've got one more little spring to do, but this one should be a lot easier than the other two. And I still get to deal with the new plunger system, which will be interesting. This goes in there. Yeah, this one's so much better. Yeah, I also have to do a video on the Mega Reflex. I will be the goal was to do that last week, but last weekend was just a mess. So I'll be doing that hopefully on Sunday when I do my other filming. I'll be doing the filming on the Mega Reflex because that's supposed to be out by now. Oh, the Connie Rex footlock. I'm actually printing one of those as well. It's just taken me way too long to actually do it. Are you doing the Dart version or the Rival version? Piece off. There we go. That should be fine. All right. Oh, do I have any of that? He says to super glue it into place, but E6000 works way better. I just don't know if I have any on me at the time, so I will probably super glue this temporarily. Go back in later with some E6000 or E600, whatever it is, and use some of that to glue it in place. There's a little O-ring here that pushes against the shells. E600 works beautifully on that. Oh, that's interesting. He's doing it now. That's a little bit different too. Oh, that's right. Oh, no, because I still have this piece here. I'm very curious. Because usually you don't glue this on until you get this piece in. This piece. Because this piece slides in the back here. No, but that actually should be fine. Okay, cool. Alright. Based off what I'm looking at. Yeah. Yeah, the Rival one is the one I was working on as well. Right. Slot that into place. Alright, there we go. Set that to the side for now. The glue dries. I can find a good spot for it. There we go. Alright. Oh man. I swear, I bent my thumb back so bad. That really hurt. That surprised me. Whew. Hey, here we go. This is what I was talking about. Coming up on this piece. Yeah, like, I didn't clean any of the supports off the internals, which is my bad. I will try to continually try to improve. So we got 8 people watching. Not bad, not bad. Welcome everyone who's watching. Enjoying having you. Yes, thank you, Trip. Watch later, not now. Right now, we are building a Spring Thunder. Speaking of which, what's everybody else doing tonight? I mean, I'm messing with this thing. What are you all working on? There we go. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, there's lots of little. There's a bunch of little changes. Oh, that's different too. There's a bunch of little changes that you wouldn't really know unless you built a bunch of Spring Thunders, and it's just like interesting seeing all the. I find it very interesting that he has 2 spots for an O-ring, but you only put it on. No. Sorry, nope. I am completely wrong. I am just 100% wrong on that one. It's going off of my Model 5 knowledge and the little things that are different here and there. ASMR. Oh yeah, the D&D books, the dice books. Those things were really cool. Alright, so I need to put... Oh, so he just... Oh man, he got rid of all the nuts that went into this piece here. He just removed. So you no longer have any of those nuts. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, and then this slots over here. It lines up with that. Then let me get my... So I should have a... There it is, yeah. That one specific screw that has an O-ring on it. There we go. Gotta stop putting things out of reach. Yeah, it's the only screw that has an O-ring on it, so don't lose track of that one. I neutered the Spring Thunder. Oh, I took the knife. I get it. I always with the puns. Always. And then I need this piece. Now I'm supposed to apply Loctite to this, so. Which I don't really have well, I have Loctite, but I don't think it's the right kind, so we're gonna use what we got. Probably should have put this through here first. Yeah, this piece always had a problem. I always had a problem with this piece falling off or coming loose. So I'm glad to see that it seems to be a bit better now. Yeah, I always have problems with this one coming loose. So that's a nice change. Alright, looking good, looking good. Alright, now we need to apply some lube. So I can grab my handy dandy white lithium grease. Grab the plunger. Now I am curious about this, because like he changed it to where you have to put a dent in it. I haven't got to that page yet, but I'm still curious on that one. That's a mess. Alright, so yeah, this is the only thing I have left to do is put that piece on. So strike a punch to India. Alright, so this will be the new one. Alright, so I have to put this on. Come on. There we go. Okay. So, here. Supposed to be a cavity? So for number 9... Oh, no, I think I was only supposed to put... Well, it says 2. It says 2 O-rings. A tiny O-ring. Wait, tiny O-ring? Number 20? Oh, yeah. I see it. So, I mean... I'm supposed to use 2. I don't think I'm supposed to use 2. Okay, so I was right. So I need to take... Okay, that's what I thought. It's just like, so this spot is not for an O-ring; it's for the indentation that you're gonna have. But when you put a dent in the like this is an interesting one because you have to literally put a dent in this, and you have to align it. That's so weird. Like, 'cause the O-ring fits. Inner diameter. I don't have my. So you'd probably tell me over here. Nope. I have neither of those answers, Trip. So, like, for number 9, it says I should have 2. Where are they supposed to go? Oh, I'm so confused. Where is it supposed to go? It says align punch with cavity. Is it just supposed to be the cavity where the O-ring is? I guess? Slot that back in. Very confused. Yeah, this is new. This whole new, like, putting a dent in the plunger tube to get it to stay on, that's a new one. That is a Model 6 original. Oh yeah, this red is, I believe, E-Sun red. I forget the actual name of it, but it's by E-Sun. Ever since 3D Solutech stopped being reliable for me, I had to switch to find a different one. Actually, here, I have an idea. That might help push that into place. There we go. There we go. Okay, yes, because like that holds in place really well. Strike a punch to indent. With what? Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this method here. I don't think it's... Hold on. It's over here. Oh, I can actually look. Yes, he is correct. It is E-Sun Fire Truck Red. It is a very nice red. Like, it's on there really good. But I guess you're supposed to put a dent in it? Strike punch to indent plunger tube onto seal until tight. Very fascinating. I'm gonna have to move this onto the floor. But like, it's really on there. So I'm actually going to... I think I might skip it because it's on there really good. It's really on there. So, alright, now back to something I do know. The aluminum bars. So, we just need to... Right, yeah, those are right. Grab yourself some nuts. I do like the fact that, like, 90% of the like screws and nuts, they're all the same. So it's not like you have a bunch of different size ones. You have a couple of them that are different, but like most of them are all exactly the same, which is a very handy feature. And this one. Go. Yeah, this all I'm very familiar with. So everything should, theoretically, go much smoother from here on out. Well, I do. The other new thing is going to be the whole different plunger, the other part of the plunger, the plunger head and everything. That's new as well. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I prefer the aluminum bars. I like having the additional rigidity of it. I did. They're on backwards. Yes, I personally prefer the aluminum bars over the printed ones. Honestly, I think I might be even more on a delay than I usually am. Because I'm usually only on like a 20-second delay. But I think I might be a little bit later. I'd have to actually test how behind I am. It seems right. No? Am I? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay. Keep second guessing myself. I made so many mistakes tonight. I'm gonna guess that's you, Ben? Or maybe Jesse? It's one of the Southern Maryland staff people? How's it going? You know, I'm gonna take a swing. I'm gonna guess Jesse. Oh, the delay between me saying something, it's recording it, and then streaming it to you guys. There's usually about a 20-second delay between me saying something and then you guys hearing it. Just based off past tests that I've done. It just seems like today has more of a delay than usual. Ah, not bad at all, Ben. Not bad at all. Yeah, I've been meaning to take a look at that. I haven't had a look at it yet. I gotta check out all that sweet Southern Maryland House of Nerf merch. Alright, so these are on. For the Spring Thunder Blaster, I am working on currently the whole plunger system. Like, this is the plunger that actually, the whole entire plunger slides back to prime it. That's the hope. I keep trying different setups with this whole thing. Aha! Something new. Alright. Grab this thing. And then I need this thing. And I need... I don't know what that is. Use... Oh, yeah. Loosely on the plate. Okay, yeah, that's right. Because this has now got an O-ring here that to cushion it instead of a piece. Got it. Okay. I really should. I need to update my Teespring, which is linked in the description if anybody's wondering. For merch, might as well plug that since Ben is talking about it. I need to update it. I just haven't done it. I'll probably talk to you about it after the stream. And then I need a fat threaded rod. Number 18 is a plunger rod, which I've got 2. So I should have 4 of these in total. So I've got 2 long. I should have 2 short. This is the one for the... Okay, so it does come with 5. Okay, that's what I thought. Alright. So this is the one going through there. Got it. Line will fit loosely. Attach head to... Interesting. What? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So, okay. Yeah, so I wasn't supposed to put an O-ring on the plunger tube, but I like how tight of a fit it has now. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it on. I have extra O-rings from many other builds. Make sure it fits properly, though. Need to double up. O-ring will fit loosely onto fire. Okay, so it does need to be loose, but I think that one still might be too small. Okay, but I was right. That's the important thing. Well, technically I was wrong, and then I was right. Get off. A little thicker. Doesn't quite seem like it would get... Yeah, a little bit. Whoop. Put it in too far. That's very true. I do build way too many of these. So this part slides on here, right there. Oh, okay, that's what that catches on. I gotcha, and that slides. Okay. Okay. I see. I see the changes. Let me grab myself a lock nut. Again, I keep bringing it over here. I really need to keep it. I have a personal disdain for lock nuts. I have had very bad experiences with lock nuts for some reason. They just don't like me. There it is. There's two. Apparently I need to have a chest cam so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, so that should work nicely. Oop. Okay, yeah, so I have to tighten it all the way. Got it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Yeah, so you got this little wiggle here that you have to tighten it all the way. Woo. Make sure that it stays centered. Just want to make sure I'm reading everything. There we go. And then I should just be able to... I'm still confused about... Okay, no, I think that's just the gap. Okay, I think I'm just confusing myself here. Adventure Force's next half-length blaster. It's an interesting question. I don't know. I mean, they've been maybe a flywheeler. Oh, the beard. Honestly, I'd really love to get it trimmed a little bit just to touch everything up. I mean, I need to get my hair trimmed too. I just need to get everything trimmed. But can't exactly go to the barber right now, and I don't trust myself to do it nicely. But it could definitely use a slight trim just to clean it up a little bit. And I will also say that on camera, my beard looks a lot thinner. I don't know what it is, but anytime I record anything, my beard looks a lot thinner than it does in person, which is interesting. Yeah, so I mean, the whole flywheel thing has been hinted at, so I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Alright, here's another spring portion that's a lot of fun. Alright, so we need this piece, and I need this piece, and I need this piece. Alright. So this goes around here like this. Now this part gets annoying because you have to kind of fold it in and but also keep it in place at the same time. So you can actually start by just getting the spring hooked up. at least partially. Nope, too short. Make sure you grab the right size screw so it'll go all the way through. Alright, so you can get one side of the spring hooked into place. And then you can take this piece, notch it in there, and then just bend down the big spring, or the protrusion. Alright, so we got that latched in, and then you can bend that down, but you don't want to be, and then just slide it over the other spring, if it wants to cooperate, which it currently does not, because why would it? There we go. Okay. It was actually not too bad. Oh, I thought I made sure. Alright, so again, remember what I said about making sure you have the right size screw? Yeah, definitely make sure you do that, because now I gotta do it again. Well, on the plus side, because I have it set up like that, I should be able to just follow the screwdriver back through with the screw without too much trouble. He says optimistically. That's not too bad. I just gotta do the same thing I did last time. Just push this up. There we go. I mean, the Nexus Pro wasn't maxed out when people got it. Like, people were able to squeeze a good bit of FPS out of the Nexus Pro. The Aeon Pro, I know they were able to do less with, and then the Dart Zone Mark II, you really can't do. I mean, people are doing it. It's just not necessarily easy, and I'm not sure how much I trust the blaster to be able to handle it. So, time will tell on how long those mods last. Well, the problem is right now is everybody is all hyping up over FPS. So unfortunately, like, I feel like the FPS crowd has a louder voice in this situation. So it's like they're the HVZ crowd is being out yelled. No, those are two different sizes. Which one do I need? I need the 13, which is 4.6-32 by 1.5. That can't be right. Okay, yeah. That's 1 3/4, so it should be this one, yeah. Okay. Okay. Slot in the there, and then once you get one on, it's not too bad. It's just getting that first one to line up properly. There we go. Kind of got to hold the nut in place so that way it doesn't slide around on you. I mean, honestly, Trip, like, shooting over 250 isn't all really that useful outside of something like APOC. Like, how many events are there that'll go up to 300 FPS? I mean, most events, really, you got events that either run at like 150 or 250, or the rare occasion you get them at 200. But like, going over 250, there's not really a thing for that. Yeah, so anyway, it's nice and stiff. This is the catch system. All right, Now, this doesn't quite matter. This is his thumb hole stock that we have here. I just got to attach this to it. Okay, yeah, so there's nothing back. Okay. Oh yeah, it's definitely that one. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Like the Uno events being at 250, that was a new one for me. It's when I first started playing with you guys up there. Because I actually at the time didn't even have anything to hit 250. Actually, I haven't played an event with you guys where I had something that hit that hard. I finally built my Talon Claw U Bullpup, which hits right around 230 to play with you guys. Alright, so now we are up to actually sliding the blaster together. Alright, we're going to start seeing it take shape. Now, I'm just going to say, I do not like these. These horrible little things have given me so much trouble over the year, which is the whole entire reason that I made the Spring Thunder U. I mean, the Lynx is a great platform to do it on, so I mean, I can't imagine it'd be super difficult. Apparently, I didn't clean that out. Alright. Let the assembly process begin. Stay. Oh jeez, I've been skewered. Oh, that's cool at least. Yeah, playing at 250 is so much different than playing at 150. Like, so I play in groups that go, like, all over the FPS range. I've got groups that play at 250, 150, 200. One group that plays at 170. But, yeah, he tapes the two tubes together, so you kind of got to take the tape off. I honestly never could get into the classic TMNT. I mean, but then again, I grew up with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the 2000s, the early 2000s, which was a lot more dark and serious than the 80s one. I just could never get into the 80s one. I just, not my thing. I'm a little too young for them. That would be EP Nerf Club, Ben. They have a 170. There's reasons for it. Ish. Alright, so that on there. That on there. Try to keep things in frame because I keep forgetting to do that. Now, it's only going to get more and more difficult to keep this thing in frame. There we go. Alright. This one. Oh, whoops, no, before I do that, my favorite pump grip. 2 shorter ones. Woo! Come back here. Like, I can understand people who love it, because I mean, nostalgia plays a big part in a lot of things. Like, I absolutely love Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Now, it's got problems, but like, that was my first time really getting into Star Wars, was The Phantom Menace. So I have lots of really fond memories of that movie, despite its issues. Go. Place. Welcome back, Rodney. We're making progress. Oh yeah, all this stuff. Okay. So all of this is fairly familiar to me. So I'm assuming the rest of this will actually be fairly simple. Now, before I do that, I need to add. I have to untangle this spring from the main spring. Yeah, make sure that if you do have a spring thunder, you don't want to mess up this spring. This spring is very easily bendable. So you don't want to accidentally step on it like I did my my personal spring thunder. I messed up the spring. It's been working okay, but it can be problematic at times. Ben can attest to that. And more support. I think this is the last one I have to take support off of, though. I think. There we go. Go. Clone Wars is really good. I actually didn't watch any of it up until recently. I've been pleasantly surprised with it. I gotta watch more of it. There we go. Let me see if it's like mine. Alright, good. Because what it's supposed to do is stay in there. Alright, there we go. I'm trying to keep it in frame, but I don't think I can at this point. Oh, I can tilt this up. Okay, no, I was wrong. It's about 20 seconds behind. That just 20 seconds feels like a long time. Getting this piece behind here. Here we go. That'll slide into the pump grip. Like that. There we go. Progress. Oh yeah, so pretty much from here on out we are just putting this thing. Okay, so he did get rid of that. That's different. Okay. So he got rid of the little notches for these. and now just has them little notches in the physical piece. Okay, I like that better. Yeah, he's actually improved. He's improved a lot of little things that really affect the way that this thing is put together and fits together, and it's I'm very pleasantly surprised with everything. Go. Got to make sure that the shell ejector doesn't end up behind you. You got to make sure that this piece goes on the outside of the plunger tube. Again, I'm not sure if you can even see that. I'm still probably working too high. Maybe that might be better. Oh yeah, that was great. Like the that was a wonderful moment. Okay, so now I can trim these metal ones right here. One, just to keep them from scratching the plunger tube. That's something I still haven't managed to do properly. Loading in shells is just something I've always struggled with, and I know I know it's very possible. Oh man, really? I didn't take the supports off this piece. For shame. I guess now I have to hold it up. There we go. Alright. Let me do it this way first. Knock out. This is the easiest way to knock out supports inside those holes. Nope, nope, nope. Do it the right way. Do it the right way. Alright. So when you get to this part, you got to make sure that you lift up that spring so it rests on the inside there. So, go. Making progress. You can slide this piece into place here. And then... Oh, do we... Oh, okay, no. Okay, now we're to this part. Cool. Get you to stay. That is true. You have practice with an actual shotgun. I do not. I know close to nothing about real steel. Now, one thing that I don't have, which I don't think he does anymore, is I now have a 3D printed piece here instead of a metal one. Which, again, I don't think the metal one was really necessary, so it's just getting rid of extra hardware that wasn't necessary. Here it is. Okay, so this piece here. Oh, so we'll start on that side. Well, now you're not. Now you can't see. Because I tilted the camera up. Just cleaning out the inside of this piece real quick. Make sure there's enough space for it to... Go. Make sure that this peg gets all the way in, or it'll catch on the side of your blast, or on the side of the shell. So that should be good. And this will slot in up here. With a number 19, which is Lots number 19 and 9. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, the only thing I don't like how far these screws stick out. Now I do think it's just because there isn't one that is just a hair shorter. I mean, it's not too bad, but like this one sticks out a little bit farther than I would like personally. Okay. There we go. Again, don't want to make it too tight. You want it to stay loose. If you over tighten it, it'll get stiff, and that's not the same with this piece, and that's not what you want. All right, let me get some lube. Because this plunger isn't visible, I can use my white lithium grease without worry. And I still worry that that's not tight enough, but we'll see. I can always add some Teflon tape to it if I need to. So next up would be these two pieces. Lining up the trigger can sometimes be annoying, but that wasn't too bad. Those are all the way up. Alright, now stand up for this part. Now I am up here. Oh yeah, this part. You have to line up the trigger and the catch so that they interact with each other. Go. Now, need one of these. I hate this part. Get them to slightly catch. Where's the other one? Hey, Valor! Welcome to the stream. Oh. And once you can get everything pseudo... Alright. I have not been paying... I have not been paying attention to the stream at all. I was completely focused on building this. So I apologize if I missed anything. That seems weird. Why aren't these... Okay. Odd. Oh, it's because the entire thing is flexing, right? But it should still reach all the way across. struggling with the threaded rods. Give me a second. I hear you on that one. Organization is not one of my specialties. So I'm unscrewing the front a little bit. Curious, because it doesn't seem to be quite reaching, which is problematic. There we go. Finally got it to at least reach. Go, that's one. You got one attached. Oh, he gave extras. Sweet. I hear you on that one. I always lose track of everything. Which is why there weren't any videos out last week, because I completely lost track of time past weekend. Which I gotta try to make sure I don't do this weekend. Okay. Well, I'm testing to make sure it works. That's where I'm at right now. So, one thing I didn't do, which probably would have helped if I had follow the next instruction, I didn't put the screw in for the pump. Whoops. A little bit of crunching. So that's always a pleasant sign. How many geckos are you building, Valor? I knew you were building one for Wacom. I didn't realize you were building more. That I understand completely. My laptop is very. Oh, okay. Hold on. I think I know what's happening. So I think I know what the crunching is. Yeah, it's that. Okay, so I'll need to trim that a little bit. That's not too bad though. So it's. Well, I didn't trim the riser enough, but I will do that another time. Now I just gotta get this. This one, the supports on this one actually gave me trouble. It was really annoying. Ah, okay. I was wondering about that. I was like, I didn't realize you were building so many. Oh, no way. Okay, I'm gonna need more rail. I need to put rail down the stock? That's hilarious. Yeah, I'm almost... Man, this one is just... The support... You ever have those prints where it's like the support just doesn't want to come off? And it fights you the whole time? That's currently what's happening with this piece right here. And it's driving me crazy. Oh, by the way, Valerie, you'll be happy to know that I finally got a mic. So starting this weekend, my video quality will improve. Now, my laptop is weird and it like won't accept external mics for some reason, which is why I can't use it for the stream. At least not until I get the laptop replaced. But at least for the videos themselves, they should have better. Oh, can you not even see me? Or what I'm working on? Yeah. Need to fix that. That's going to be a fun process, Ben. Taking care of your printers after so long. Hey, Ben, more than happy to take over printing caliburns for you. Go. Go. Okay, alright. Pretty decent. Okay. Whew. Okay, so they slot in there. The nice thing is they give you plenty of little screws. Oh, that's what I forgot. I'll have to open that back up in a minute. So I gotta put all the rail pieces in. I do love this stock. Ah! I think these are all the same size, I think. Go. Oh. Gotcha. Well, more than happy to take over. I've been trying to get more, but it was always hard to compete with you. Thankfully, this is almost done. I have to take it apart once, but only that's because I've only got to take it apart because I got to put all the nuts in for the rail. There we go. Ooh, support material. What are you doing there? Oh, that's not the right screw. I need to check my screw bug because all the ones I have I think are a little too long. Because this is not the normal stock for the Spring Thunder. It's technically a little longer. I mean, it's a thumb hole stock, so usually you don't have this. Usually you don't need the shorter screws. Usually you need the longer ones. I gotta see if I have anything shorter than that. This might work. Yeah, as it is, Jesse's been hitting me up for a to make us links for him, but he had to grab some filament from you. Oh, what am I doing? That's right here. I do love the fact that you can just take the stock on and off without the whole blaster coming apart, which is a nice feature. What? Oh man, I've got 12 minutes. I think my screwdriver's gonna be long enough. 20 round inline, an inline clip, you say? I'm not sure how you're gonna do that one. That would be mighty impressive, I will say. If you can make an inline clip, unless you're talking about a tube magazine. It's an inline clip. Tripp's here. He can tell you all about the inline clip. Yeah, that's what I thought. Magazine. Oh, thank you, Tyler. I'm glad you like it. Oh, welcome to the stream. Yeah. Ooh, jeez. On the plus side, it looks like the Model 6 is compatible with the... Actually, the Model 6... let me rephrase that. The Model 6, I do have to change the files to update it for the Spring Thunder to be... work with the Spring Thunder U channel. I need to update the Spring Thunder U to work with the Model 6. It shouldn't take me too long, I just gotta actually do it. In the tube, I believe it's 5+1. Hold on. Oy. My brain always second guesses myself. It might be 4+1. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, 4+1. That shoots nicely out. Okay, nice. Oh, that's a handy feature. Looks like I'll have to clean up that piece as well. The shells when they get stuck in it. There we go. So 4+1 is the answer. But, so let me finish getting this on. For fixing that, I want to take the back off, which I'm hoping to not have to do this. Take this thing off again, because getting this stock on is being a little bit of a pain. So I don't quite have a screwdriver long enough for it, but it's just far enough back to be a pain. So over the weekend, I'll have to do some minor adjustments on this one. Yeah, it's a little short. I don't know how I'm going to fix that one. I mean, it's usually white, gold, and a little bit of orange. Usually. Although, I've been changing it up a little bit lately. Alright. There we go. Nice. I like that. That's nice. I'm really happy with that. Oh. So, I gotta go back through, add the nuts to the insides of these pieces so I can actually put the rail on it. I got a little bit more rail printing as well, so it'll have a nice red rail. And then I've got the around here somewhere, match saver right here, which that I can attach right now. I have, as far as things I gotta do videos on, I have a couple of things. The problem is me, I can't build fast enough. Like, I've got a whole bunch of projects that are just waiting for me to build them. Like, I've got the dual stage, the Pretty Fly, which is the dual stage flywheel blaster. I got the rail cleaner that I'm doing tomorrow, live streaming tomorrow for my Patreon, for my patrons on Patreon. And then I've got the Jupiter, which I lost the PCB for, so I got to figure out what to do about that. Oh, sweet. That reminds me, I had this. Alright, so then this goes backwards? No, I had it right. So I gotta do the elastic for this part too. But it's a book to hold your D&D dice. Like right now, this is how I hold my D&D dice. It's just in this little bucket here. Alright. And these are I gotta print more shells for Rodney as well. These are only the first set. Oy. Test this out. Give it a full loading and unloading. See how it handles. Figure out what I need to double check. Because with any 3D printed blaster, you kind of got to make sure that everything was printed correctly. This will probably be the last thing I do. I've got 4 shells. Hopefully I'm in frame. This. Alright, here we go. So I think I'm going to have to wrap some Teflon tape around the O-ring as well. So I'm not currently getting a good seal out of it. Can't see me. There we go. That light is very bright in my eyes. How do you turn this thing off? There we go. Much better. Okay. So, overall, it's a success. I got to do a little bit of work on the spring to get the power where it needs to be. Yeah, so it's I got to do a little bit of fine tuning on it, but overall I'm really happy with how it went. I'm very happy with how comfortable it is. It performs well. So I mean, this is get it in frame. Yeah, this is nice. I like this a lot. This is very happy. So I'm going to be working on this weekend. As I said before, I'm going to be attempting to build a rail cleaner tomorrow on my Patreon. So if you'd like to do that, there is a link in the description for the Patreon. I believe you can, to get access, it's only $1. So something I started. So if you'd like to support the channel, feel free to check that out. Yeah, I think that's all I had planned for tonight. Let me just read the chat for a second. So yeah, so again, thank you all for joining me for building the Spring Thunder. It it was definitely an adventure for sure. And I will see you all, I guess, next week for next week's Blaster build stream. So thank you all for watching. I've been Boomstick, and